Hi guys, so a typical energy gel like this costs around $3 and this only costs 29 cents for the same weight. And all this is date syrup. So you don't have to mix anything because it's only just one ingredient. And if you're worried about it being a processed food, don't worry, it's not. The ingredient label only has one ingredient, which is obviously dates. So you know it's already way healthier than the typical energy gels. But can you actually totally replace your energy gels with date syrup? Let's dive into the macro and macronutrients to find out if we can replace it one for one. And finally, I'll show you guys how I consume this during my workout. Alright, let's take a look at the 5 most popular gels in the market today. Those are Goo, Power Bar, SIS, High Five, and Morton. I don't really know why some of the nutrients are not labeled in the back of the packaging, so this is all I could find. As you can see, all these gels have around 100 calories. Now for roughly the same weight of date syrup, which is 34 grams, there's also 100 grams of calories and 25 grams of carbs. So in terms of calories, date syrup checks that box. What's more is that date syrup definitely has a lower glycemic index than the rest of these energy gels, because it's the only one that has fiber in it. And that's great because there's less risk of you getting GI distress while you're exercising. And GI distress is something like stomach discomfort, which can ruin your race or your workout. So in terms of electrolytes, the commercial energy gels and date syrup are actually pretty similar as well. But I only recently found out that gels aren't actually meant to replace your electrolytes lost in your sweat, and their main purpose is just to give you calories. So that means we still should take our electrolyte mix on top of our calories as well. But at least these gels have a little bit of electrolytes in it, so that's not too bad. Alright, so now we know that date syrup has similar calories, carbs, and even electrolytes as compared to the commercial energy gels, which cost 10 times as much. So on paper, it should technically be okay to replace your energy gels with date syrup 100%. What that means is that we can take the recommended 2 gels per hour and apply it to date syrup as well. By the way, it's recommended to take 200 to 600 calories an hour, and that's depending on your body size. For someone like me, less than 60 kg, I should be around the 200 calorie mark. Plus, taking too much calories can cause stomach upset too. So my nutrition strategy goes a little bit like this. I take about 100 calories of food, whether it's gels, date syrup, or energy bars, every 30 minutes after the first hour of the workout. So that means consuming at 1 hour, 1.5 hours, 2 hours, 2.5 hours, and so on until you finish the ride. The reason why you don't have to take within the first 1 hour is because your body already has glycogen stores in your muscle cells, I think. Yeah. So that's currently my plan for consuming calories. That should be consumed on top of your hydration and electrolyte intake as well. But I haven't calculated the numbers for electrolyte and water intake, so that's probably gonna come in another video. But for now, I think I've got my calories pretty settled. Alright, so where to buy date syrup? You can get date syrup in Mustafa, Singapore. Don't buy the 500 grams one. If you want to save money, go for the 1 kg. It costs $8.80 for 1 kilogram. So that means around 34 grams of date syrup, almost equivalent to this energy gel packet here, is 29 cents instead of $3. So it's almost 10 times cheaper than commercial gels, and so that's even more reason to not buy energy gels anymore. Plus, it is completely natural and there's no weird ingredients that you cannot pronounce. So currently I use this silicone travel shampoo bottle to store my date syrup. So the bottle costs around $1 plus in AliExpress, and you can also get the 60 ml bottle and the 80 ml bottle. Oh yeah, I'll link to it below if you want to check it out. Cause it's a shampoo bottle, right? The opening here is really small, so there's really no point in like drinking from the cap. If you want to drink, you just have to unscrew it and then squeeze. So I found that the smallest bottle, the 38 milliliter bottle, can hold about 60 to 70 grams of date syrup, which is equivalent to 2 energy gels, and the 60 milliliter bottle can hold about 100 grams of date syrup, equivalent to 3 gels, and the 80 millimeter bottle can hold about 4 gels. So that's good for 2, 2.5 and 3 hour ride. If your workout is less than 1.5 hours, usually you don't have to take any gels at all. I feel like you can just eat an extra banana before your workout and you have no problems whatsoever. I think that's also the reason why in a full Ironman race, the swim portion is typically not longer than 1.5 to 2 hours for a 3.8 kilometer swim. Because if the swim was longer than 3.8k, people might start to lose energy and they need to replenish their carbohydrates in their muscles. Yeah, so give date syrup a try. So far, it hasn't given me any stomach issues at all. Hopefully you guys try and won't have them too. I mean, if it really doesn't sit well in your stomach, then there's really no point in consuming it. Uh, Anything that doesn't work well in your stomach would apply to anything that you eat anyway. If you're wondering how it tastes, date syrup actually does not taste that bad. It's less sweet than maple syrup, but it's still thick and syrupy and sweet. Yeah, and the texture is very similar to the other energy gels. After all, when we're in a workout or race, we are not that much concerned about how our gels taste, we just need our calories. Thank you guys for watching, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys again in another video. Bye!